Hi, welcome back. So we are at the second section of lab section 1, that is to discuss the consultancy part. Let's go ahead and explore what is in there. We have three outlines in this section. The first one, we will look at the problem and the assignment. Then we will have quick academic evaluation, and then finally we will try to graph the problem according to the knowledge we have learned. So first of all, what is the problem? The management have observed the problem in the yearly report of accomplishment. And the problem goes as following. Every class starts with 23 participants, as we have explored one of its characteristics. These 23 participants should be confirmed. But what happens? On the starting date of the course, the 23 participants are there. But somehow along the line, until the end of the course, which lasts around 2 months or so, the number of participants drop to 13 or 17 participants. So we're looking at percentage of dropout between 20 to 30%. Now, what is the assignment? First of all, the management wants to learn the real reason of that high number of dropout. Why is this happening? The second thing they want to do is they want to have number of possible recommendation to contain the problem. And then also they want to find out how they can prevent such high rate of dropouts before it even happens. These are the actual assignments or the problem statement that I have received from this customer. So let's go ahead now and look at the academic evaluation according to this assignment. First of all, as a data scientist, we discussed that before, I don't really see things at face values, but I like to be objective most of the time, almost all the time. So first, I would have in-depth meeting with the management who are actually concerned about the issue. And then I would like to discuss with them the following outlines. First outline, I want to ask what the management think. What is their thought about the issue and its causes? Why they think this problem is happening, their own perspective. And this is going to be quite subjective perhaps, from their perspective, of course. Second thing I want to discuss with them, how serious they are to tackle the challenge and to make solution. Why I put this outline for discussion, because sometimes you might encounter with customer or person who would like to find a solution, but maybe at the beginning they are quite excited to speak about it, but suddenly along the line they don't really have the real intuition to tackle the challenge, and they are the actual problem themselves. So I just want to make sure how serious they are on tackling the challenge. Are they really open and willing to discuss all available solutions? Next, I wanted to ask, why are they very much concerned about the problem? I just wanted to learn the reason. Okay, the problem is there, they want solution, but is there other reason for them, personal reason perhaps they are interested to find solution? Then I wanted to ask, are there any strains for me as a data scientist to start working on the project? See, since I am in this case an external consultant is assigned as the researcher to design the solution, I must understand my boundaries and what kind of restraints that I have, things that I'm able to reach out to, things that I don't have the right to access to. So all these things are important for me to recognize. Then I wanted to ask, are they okay if we could publish their story as a case study so other scholars, they can benefit from the procedures? So these are important outlines. I put them into my academic evaluation concern once I start working on the subject. And we will find answers from the customer or from the management themselves on the following lab. But these are the outlines for now. Next, let's go ahead and try to graph the actual problem according to our understanding. So I'm going to take you now to a graphical representation. From the previous section, you remember that we have discussed this workflow of the entire program, learn program, right? And we saw that how the local residents is able to reach out to the online and choose the course, etc., all the way. Basically, after the enrollment had happened, so what is the case now? So I'm just closing down on this particular essential box, which is actual box to initiate the entire course. I'm gonna zoom out and I take this course out and I will show you what it actually looks like. Something like this. So it is a classroom equipped as one of the main characteristics. And what do we have inside? Number one, we have participants, and we have a trainer, and then we have materials, of course, and then we have the subject of C3 itself, and then we have tests, and then we have certification process. So these are the actual component or element of C3. I mean, to form C3, kind of a circle like that. Now, there are two universes, if you are well, use any terminology you like. I like to be quite imaginative with my terminologies. The first universe is what we expect from this C3. And then we have the universe of what is fact. Let me show you what do we expect from this C3. Number one, I expect 23 participants. And then I expect 23 to perform well in the class. Then I expect 23 to be certified. And then I expect 0 dropout. Now let's see what are the facts. We have 23 participants who started, and then we have unknown number on the real who performed to be good or not in the class. And then we have a known number of 13 only to 17 who are actually certified by the end of the course. It means the rest of 23 are dropout. Based on this number, that almost 6 to 9 people are actually dropping out. This is an image that shows you the real fact of what had been actually expected at the very beginning. So we expected this. This is what we assume C3 should do, but these are the facts that we have at hand. And that's why the problem is in this universe, which is actually quite vary from the perfect or the expected universe. So as you have seen, this is the illustrative explanation on the problem from a graphical perspective. Now we are ready to go ahead and review the last section of this lab, very first lab, and that's to discuss the scientific implementation procedures. I will see you then.